remember like in 1979 when Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight came out, like how that record just was so huge. And I mean, and you know, we didn't really know what it was. I mean, I remember I made my mother go buy the record, and it was like in the disco section, you know, because it was looked at as this was disco. We didn't really even call it hip hop. We called it disco or whatever was going on at that time. And everybody, every kid, I don't care who you are, wrote the lyrics out to Rapper's Delight and learned that and learned the verse. And learn how to say it and learn what it meant. Now we realize, okay, Sugar Hill Gang were a fraud. Like they took Grandmaster Caz's rhyme book and they, you know, filtered a career, and they were a creation from a savvy record company person like Sylvia Robinson, and they weren't genuine artists. But at the same time, their work in that record opened a lot of doors for hip hop.
The term hip hop came from a rapper by the name of Cowboy, who's not with us anymore. That was one of his favorite lines. I said, you hip, you hop, you hip it, you hop, take a look on your arm and check your clock one time. And that was one of his favorite lyrics. And actually, that was one of the most famous quotes in hip hop. And it just kind of caught on. It was another phrase, it was like the yes, yes, y'all phrase. Yes, yes, y'all, and you don't stop. Yes, yes, y'all, you don't stop phrase. Hip-hop could have been called a you don't stop, because that phrase would have caught on, but hip-hop was a little more, you know, of what, you know, indicative of what we were doing at that time.
You know, if you look at what Kool Herc was up to, all the uptown scene of what, you know, Harlem in the late 70s.
He had it all. The records, he brought records into the field. He had the sound system, he had the following, and he had the attitude. It was like, you know, you go to a Kool Herc party, it was like, yo, it was using the presence of God. If you take a little time and you research, you find out if it wasn't for Kool Herc, we wouldn't be doing none of this under the label of hip-hop, or under the labels of whatever they called it from back in the days until right now, because, you know, hip-hop was just a figure of speech.